Good morning. Welcome. Welcome, people. Oh, there we go. Hi, guys. Well, hello. Happy pre-Thanksgiving. Happy pre-Thanksgiving. Listen, I got to make some breakfast, all right? You're going to follow me around this morning because, like I said, I got to go. I got to go today. What do I want? Okay, we're going to have... There we go. We're going to have an English muffin. Good morning. Hey, spits it up. Great. Yeah, happy pre-Thanksgiving. Oh, I hate the sound of crinkling. Hold on. Whoop. Hi, guys. Good morning. So did you guys all watch Knock Knock It's Karma? Huh? Did you? Now, the whole purpose of that was to get you guys to understand, in my opinion, energy. Remember I always say I don't dance with the devil? Because what happens when you dance with the devil? You become depleted, your energy. I always say, oh man, I'm done reacting to her. I'm done reacting to her today. My head just swimming, right? Hi, Robin. You loved it? Yeah, well, it shows you the demons of addiction. That song, My Demons Are Real. You fooled everybody. You fooled everyone. Good for you. Kind of shit. That's the demons talking in her head. So whenever she's out there fooling you, the devil congratulates her. Good for you. That's the real fight. That's a real fight. Addiction, demons. So that's why I say when it gets to a point where it's not funny or you can't laugh at it, if you get angry and you get pulled in, the demons win. You know what I'm saying? That's why I pull away a lot and I go, no, I ain't dancing with this. Yeah, well, the thing is in the end, she may be grabbing some of your energy or upsetting you, which makes the demons, the monsters, really real. But anyway, if you can laugh, right? But when you expose evil, you know what I'm saying? You see what happens. Now, I believe the reason she hasn't been able to take down FFG, because I think FFG was smart enough to lawyer up, like copyright lawyer, whatever. I believe that. I also believe now that she has somebody protecting her channel also. Foodie. It could be one of her beezers. We know they're from the U.S. We know they're from the U.S. Because LLC is U.S., not Canada. And so I believe those things are real. I also believe that Marty got a visit at his door. I do believe these things. I believe she has found a way to protect herself, which is fine. Brand your name, brand your channels, whatever. But I would do the same thing. I would so brand my channel. And if I ever get to that point, I will. I absolutely will. Hey. I absolutely will. They have to be working for free? Could be. She could be a social experiment. You never know. They could just be one of those people that enjoy the insanity and they're willing to, I mean, you got to pay for a copyright and then, you know, whatever, but that's about it. She can protect her channel, but her health will take her down. That's the point right there, Wildflower. In the end, good prevails. Look at BBJ living her best life. See, that's the thing in the end. The devil don't win. She's going to find out. And that's why I said, right now, what she's doing, whether she is, I mean, so BBJ was screaming out for help, right? Kidneys, right? Is she now screaming out for help? I'm going to ignore her just like she did BBJ. That's my plan. Yeah. And I feel like this is not going to go well for her. And I'm just backing away from it. I know, like, I don't have real hate. I don't have real, like, I've danced with the devil. You know what I'm saying? But God always protects me from the pure evil. You know what I'm saying? So I'm able to objectively go, wow, look at you spiral. You still don't get it. You still don't get that the demons are winning, Chantal. The demons are winning. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? But when certain things occur, I'm just going to sit back and watch. I don't need to react. I don't need to. Like I even told you, even when, you know, people fuck around and find out, I'm not going to, like, put that on my YouTube channel to be, I don't know, like, what would be the word I'm looking for? Cheering on or happy to see anything suffer, humans, period. Because then I'm playing with the demons. I don't have that in me. I don't have that in me. I really don't. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we know Wildflower. We know all the things she said about BBJ. She hated BBJ. Do you not get that? It was a possession, something she purchased to make her feel good. It wasn't a living creature where you have empathy and you're its mama. No. We feel that way. That's how we feel. She don't. So we can't compare ourselves. I mean, we can, but it's not going to get you anywhere. Will she go live during a big medical event? Don't know. Some people do. Right? For the gathering. You know, pray over me. No, pray over yourself. And I think things have escalated since she took the Shahada. Are you seeing the fight between good and evil? Are you? I'm seeing it. Everything's gone downhill since then, right? Because she took the Shahada, which means forces, which means if she don't believe in spirituality, she should by now. Like, for real. She should really believe it right now. We have watched everything go downhill. Now, when she professed to be an atheist, she was winning, right? She was winning. Because she didn't summon good. She did when she took the Shahada. And I knew shit was going to go nuts. Just like when Katie nailed that note to the cross for content. And so did Stephen. That's when you make a change in your life. You don't even summon. You know what I'm saying? You can see it. You don't even have to believe it, but you can see it. Everything's gone to crap since she took the Shahada. Because she is going against what she took an oath for. Oh my God, you guys, that's a big deal. I even said it. Be careful what you wish for. My monsters are real. Oh, I got them a little too crispy because I was talking to you people. It's fine. They're just going to be crunchy. That's all. Meh. I feel like, yeah, I am tall. I feel like Knock Knock It's Karma has personally danced with Foodie, which is going to make this more epic. She was going downhill before Quay, but honestly, that's okay because do you understand what I'm saying here? She always professed to be an atheist. She wasn't a believer, right? She's still not a believer, in my opinion. Remember, I found God, and she wants to fit in, but she's not willing to let go of her demons, right? Just give them to God, you'll be fine. After taking the Shahada is when things have gotten crazy. This is way different than the crap she was pulling in Canada. Do you see what I'm saying? Because even her mental health is going downhill. In Canada, she was just, I'm on top of the world. I can do what I want. Screw you, BBJ. Don't you remember? She would sit there. BBJ had no food. And she would just sit there and crinkle bags while she was eating and then side-eye the cat. She hated BBJ. BBJ reminded her of something. And that's that. I mean, it's that simple. I feel like it's not a punishment. God doesn't punish. God says, you just took an oath to me. You just took an oath. So this fight's going to be real between good and evil. Who will prevail? Guess we'll fuck around and find out. I'm just saying. I don't, Sometimes you are put to the ultimate test to surrender. I feel her going to have an event that's going to make her surrender. Or not. But I feel like she's there. She's not as cocky as she was, is she? She's almost defeated. We shall see. But I'm not, if this is all a game, this whole, this ain't the first time she's played the diabetes card when she feels like she's being cornered. So I'm just, you know what? Let's see how that plays out. She is defiant. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't, that's why I said I don't put my real energy into her. I just show you wow, this stuff's real. Trust me, I've danced with the devil. I know what I'm talking about. And the devil did not win, nor will he ever. I feel protected at all times. And I know when to throw in the towel and go, yeah, this isn't good for me right now, so I'm going to do other stuff. Who would want to do a social experiment? How would I know? Some weirdo. Somebody that gets a lot of energy from the back and forth and they want to be a significant part of it, even if it's just behind the scenes. Right? Even if it's just behind the scenes. They want to feel like it's a narcissistic thing. They want to feel grandiose, even over Chantal. For real. I mean, people do this. You get that, right? I mean, there are everybody in their career, there's bad in every career. There are people that have gone into careers for nefarious reasons. You've heard about, firemen that are really pyromaniacs, right? They want to burn shit down so everybody has to go put it out. You've heard all this. How could you not know that? Satan's rewards are immediate. Immediate gratification. You know what I'm saying? Hello, Burgundy Bunny. You get it? Pros and, yeah, cons and pros, every job, every career. There's bad teachers out there that get into it for the wrong reasons. There's daycare providers that get into it for the wrong reasons. Do you know what I'm saying? The dance in life is good versus evil. Everything's about energy and whatever. And you can sense someone who's not good. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't our job. I mean, we can bring it to light, but it ain't our job to absorb their evil or their bad just so that we can expose them. They know what they're doing. So stop. That's why I always said, don't give your energy. And the minute you feel like you are, walk away. Just walk away. You gotta be pretty strong. You know what I mean? To be in her life. Mm-hmm. I'm sick of giving out free energy. Right? Like, we just want to have fun over here, okay? I'll always keep you on the, everybody relax. Everybody relax. We say a lot of prayers over here, right? Yeah, her monsters are real. She's learned to protect the monsters. Her food addiction. Why do you think she never had weight loss surgery? Why do you think that she doesn't want to go on medication? It'll curb her appetite. The demon wants to eat. The demon wants to eat. You know what I'm saying? Demon's got an insatiable appetite. But in the end, the demon will take you out. So people, have a light breakfast, eat your vitamins, go out, do something good for people, enjoy yourself. The devil doesn't win when you're good with God. Mm-hmm. That's why the lyrics of that song. Good for you. You've got everybody fooled. But the truth is she don't. The demons just tell her that. Well, I'm talking about Monsters Are Real by Shinedown. Well, and that's the thing. You wonder why Wildflower said, it's hard for us with a heart, feelings, and empathy to understand someone like Foodie Beauty. It doesn't compute in our brains. Exactly, because you don't have that energy. Wildflower, why do you think there are so many reaction channels fighting that demon in her brain? And everybody still can have empathy. Because inside there's somebody fighting hard, we think. Maybe not. You know what I mean? I mean, we could be in a Dahmer situation, right? Remember he used to, when he was a kid, he used to hurt animals. And then he got older, and I mean, the demon completely took over. I mean, hello. Just pushing him to the ultimate. I mean, just to the ultimate. Right, Dahmer? Ooh, devil won. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. I'm not comparing her to Dahmer. She's obsessed with Dahmer, though. Maybe she feels the energy of the demons. I don't know, don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I believe that's what Knock Knock was trying to show you. Yes, usually, yeah, exactly. I don't either. See, like Tara said, it says, thank you for, okay, Bobby Blue Eyes, thank you for being a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for being a seeker for 37 months. Oh my God. That's awesome. Anyway, you were talking about, you don't think that he, the one with her, has that good of an energy either. He's starting to look beat down. Remember when we first seen him in the car? He's starting to look weathered, dude. He's starting to look weathered. And let's just say, maybe his you don't dance with the devil, buddy. Even if it's something that the devil makes you believe is going to happen, and you're holding out. You're holding out. Maybe you're not. Maybe this was what you were looking for, dude. I don't know, but we're watching it. He has aged. Yeah. Like when a president ages after 4 years, right? I don't believe they age because the job is stressful. No. You got all kinds of committees to do the shit you need done. I believe it's the people that are in charge of him that stress him out. That could be a fight between good and evil too, right? Doing what's right, finding out you can't. I don't know. Don't really care. That's why I don't get into political arenas, because I don't believe any of them have our best interests at heart, and I don't believe any of them care about us, and I'm talking both sides of the aisle. And the longer you believe or you think that some entity or some establishment is going to save you from your crappy life, you might as well be worshiping, you know what I'm saying? Forget it. That's false idols. I don't do that either. I don't do that either. So really, everything's about energy. Energy. People can make you feel a certain way. Why do you give them that power? You shouldn't. You should believe in all the things you've accomplished in your life. You should believe that you have the strength and you can give yourself to higher power outside of your own stupid self, right? And to live the life that you imagine as peaceful. We can tell Chantal's imaginary life she's living is not peaceful by any means. I think Salah may have given up. Did you see she changed her location back to Canada? I think they're sparring. And I think in the end, in my opinion, just the way I feel, the way the energy's moving, I feel like Salah has gravitated back to the people that make him feel at peace. His family, his friends. I think he may have danced and believed the lies of the serpent's tongue, that he was going to go to Canada, he was going to have this, he was going to have that. Now I think he's just cashing in. And I think it's over. Why else did she just change her location to Canada again from Kuwait? She letting him know. Buck up, or I'm going home. Go home. I don't think he cares anymore. In Thailand, opened his eyes? Yeah. Yeah, for real. My husband spilled syrup on this table. I'm gonna tell you what. Sorry. I'm having a nice little breakfast, some protein on a whole wheat English muffin, and some bananas, some potassium. And then I'm going to have 2 vitamins. Then I got to do this. Then I got to pack my car. Got to go to the grocery store. I think I'm going to go grocery store like closer to where I'm going so I can go to a big one and get everything I need. I'm so excited. Once a scammer, always on the take. Never know. May have changed his ways. Right? Okay. So remember the story yesterday. And I was like, why did this dude bring this chick? Did you guys all watch it? Did you click on the link and go over and watch, that crazy story? You didn't. Jessica! That life was epic, right? You did, Morticia? All right. All right, Dita, we're going to talk about it. Dita said I watched, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. Great. I'm glad you said that. Hold on. I don't even know what that meant. No, it didn't. It took you straight to that channel. So I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Should I be scared? Of what? What are you afraid of? Human beings that breathe and walk and talk like you do? You watched it? All right. She put you through hell, Antonis. Antonis was engaged to somebody like that, you know, wrestles with the demons, that keeps them hating themselves. That's the whole purpose of demons, to control you. Whether they be thoughts, whether they be real spirits. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm glad you freed yourself, right? I always said good always prevails. Yep. Oh, one of the links. Oh, one of the links. Okay, I don't know who put the wrong link, but there was 2 links dropped. She was crying. I can go drop the link right now in the channel for you. Okay, but anyway, let's talk about it. So yesterday, the girl that was filmed by the guy, let's do a recap. So this guy, he had a mod on his channel, right? He had a mod. He always thought that she was like, you know, maybe my age. Oh, that's just terrible to think. Like we're just, you know what? We offer a lot. Our knowledge, our experience, that's power, bud. But anyway, so he always thought she was like, the way she talked in the chat, he just thought she was like old. So anyway, she said, well, I have a story to tell. Let's, you know, or whatever. She wanted to do story time and she wanted to come up on panel. So he let her. Oh, as soon as he seen her, right? She was young, right? Blah, blah, blah. Then he's like, oh, snap. Snap. Yeah, now listen. Yeah, and he's 45. And she's in her 30s. But anyway, potato, potato. Anyway, so he brings her up. They talk. She's adorable. She's adorable. He's saying it's all filters. Okay, but we're going to get to this. Antonis, thank you so much for the super sticker. Euros. Okay, so listen. Okay, listen. So, she kept saying, you watched it last night? Okay, listen. So last night she did a rebuttal. She did a rebuttal on another channel. His haters. Okay, but listen. Before that, the first girlfriend, the other one he met on the internet and had a COVID long distance relationship. Listen, 3 years. She lived in Canada. He lived in California. So they couldn't go see each other. Now, think about that. Have you seen these people, these guys that want these internet relationships? Garlic bread, right? Without meeting. It's a weird thing. It's called catfishing to me. Because here's the deal. You don't take, and it's always women with children. Did you ever notice that? It's not some independent, strong woman, businesswoman, right? It's always this, I don't know, just, you know, whatever, whether it be an empath or whatever. It is weird. But anyway, so I was listening to so this guy on his channel, he interviewed the first girlfriend. And she's like, oh, I can tell you about when I went out to California. I go, here's a weird thing. These women have kids. And he makes them come out to him. He can say all he wants that he offered to go to their place, but he's like he has such crippling anxiety. I doubt he would go where he's not in charge, or the kids may take attention away from him. I'm starting to do all the math, because now we got two women coming up with the same stories, and they don't even like each other. So anyway, so she went out there, the first girl from 2019. They started talking right before COVID, right? And then spent the whole COVID, and I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. So there's that, right? And then finally, after COVID, everybody go visit people. Yay, live your best life. Anyway, as you can see, I tell stories without stuff in my face, but hold on. Can somebody catch Tizzy Dawn up to speed? Did you not watch yesterday's live stream? Because you would be totally up to speed. Because that is like 49-minute story. I'm not repeating. So you may want to watch that, and then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Anywho, she goes out there. No, it's not about Gorlick. I was just saying Gorlick. I go, people out there trying to have a relationship online instead of in real life. There's some men that do that. They just want to claim somebody. They'll text them every day and say, love you. Weird shit. Anyway, and I just said Gorlick bread because you guys know about Gorlick bread and Breezin', right? I mean, she was going to rent them a whole home. Okay. Okay, so you people seen the story yesterday. Okay, it was gold. Plus, I throw a little comedy in there because you can't make this shit up, but you can laugh at it. Okay, so she's going to go out there and see him for the first time, right? Now, mind you, there was red flags here and there, because he would say things like, he didn't want her, like, on the internet. Just shit like that. Right there's your flag. Block. You're done. Women, listen carefully. And men, because there are some succubuses out there. And they will smear you and destroy you and become the victim faster than you can say, holy shit. Right? So anyway, the first girlfriend said, oh, I went out there and I wanted to go to an ATM. Because you're like, why was he buying this girl all this stuff? And then it turned on her that, look what I did for her. She's not even appreciative. I mean, I was fine doing it. But look, and she put her makeup on all day from morning till night. I'm like, it's a little exaggerated, right? I know exaggeration. I also know when they flip the script. I also know you either feel someone's energy or you don't. So I was trying to figure all this out. I'm like, where's this energy going? And I'm not all of a sudden just team girl. I don't do that. Because there's some crazy bitches out there, is there not? So anyway, the first girlfriend, she's like, yeah, we went to Disneyland and I just wanted to go to an ATM and, get out money for myself for souvenirs. And he didn't want her to. Right? He didn't want her to go to an ATM and get her own money out. So anyway, she said they got to Disneyland and there was an ATM right in Disneyland. Now remember, she's from Canada. So she can't just use her debit card anywhere. There was some places that would accept it, some that wouldn't. That's scary. Chantal found that out in Cuba. She couldn't take money off her card, her Canadian bank card. So there's that. Even though Cuba and Canada are like, hey, right? They're like, bud, like people from the USA can't even go there. Okay, can't even go to Cuba, which is fine. We don't want to. But anyway, right? We got Fiji. We got the Bahamas. We're fine. Anyway, so let me put my feet up. Yeah, he always came out as the nice guy. Even when he was video recording her, I always said when you watch shows where the police are finally at the end of their rope and somebody's recording them, there's a lot that transpired long before the record button came on. Right? Long before. That led up to that. Well, anyway, So the first girlfriend's like, so I seen an ATM at Disneyland, and she's like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some money, whether he likes it or not. I'm grown. So she goes, gets money off at the ATM. He spent the whole day telling her how she ruined his day. Just ruined his day. The whole day. Like Disneyland was nothing but a disappointment because she went against what he wanted. What in the... Dude, you better amp up your therapy appointments. I'm just saying. Or just be alone. Be alone. Right, Dita. So then, last night, the most recent event that happened in the last 2 weeks, that girl came up and told you the rebuttal of all the crap he said. All the crap. She was in the store with him getting the tampons because she started her period in the freaking... Or no, it was 2 or 3 days after she got there. It was like, oh, damn it. Right? And she showed proof on the text messages when she was in the airport bathroom. When she was in the airport bathroom after she got off the plane, she showed the proof that, according to the phone, it was 9:13 p.m. Now, whether he got there at 5:30 is nobody else's problem. She didn't get off the flight till 9:13 p.m. And I'm going to assume it was California time because your phone would switch. And then your text messages would be with the correct time. He's trying to say that was New York time. Or that was New York time, so it was really 6:13. No, it wasn't. Because your phone automatically, so when you're sending text, in my opinion, I think your phone is like on time with text, right? Right. Okay. So it doesn't matter anyway. So she said she got off the plane and she did go in the bathroom. She was having a full-on anxiety attack because something didn't feel right. And she really contemplated going back home. She did not. It was like she got off and something was like, what are you doing? He was given the wrong times. Yeah, she showed the proof. So everything she showed was proof. Even the cost of the hotel room that night that he called the cops and kicked her out, he said it was $633. Well, the receipt shows $175. It was $175. She had the receipt because they gave it to her when she checked out. Anyway, but she was only in the bathroom for an hour and 45 minutes. And she said she did feel bad that she was in there that long. But he kept texting her, where are you? What are you doing? I'm down here with I think your luggage is on carousel 4. I got my sunglasses on, so it's me. Weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So she was in the bathroom, literally. She said, I wouldn't even put makeup on. I was splashing water on my face. Am I going to do this? Yeah, check out her rebuttal. It was yesterday. Okay. Or no, when was the rebuttal? Yeah, yesterday. And then the first girlfriend letting you know what's up was the night before that. Tammy, click that link. Tammy wants to know if that link's correct. Their rebuttal's over on Alex's channel. But you'll see it. But anyway, so the first girlfriend's like, a lot of the things that what just happened with this girl, she goes, it's almost like a playbook of what happened with me. The rebuttal was good. It does go to his channel? Okay. That's the original. Where on his channel, the video or the live stream's called, but remember, he spends 2 hours before even bringing up the video. It's like 2 hours, pleading his case before he shows how crazy she is on a video. So you got to keep that in mind too. People that over-explain, there should be no explanation needed. But people that over-explain, it's almost like people that are too inquisitive on a crime scene. You look at those people. I mean, it's one thing to stand there and go, but when they're like, so who do you think did it? Do you have any evidence yet? Have you, you know what I mean? You start right away, they go, who are you? Who are you and why are you so invested? I don't care if you're a neighbor. You know what I mean? You learn a lot of things when you watch a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? It's always the one that finds the body. It's always the one that asks too many questions. Yeah, Roxy. Then she shows you all the pictures he sent her were of him when he was younger and fit. He didn't even show her a recent picture until she was ready to, because they were kind of talking like, oh my God, I hope you blah, blah, blah. Now they're getting paranoid because whatever pictures you've been sending each other, you're trying to look better than you were, kind of like I think Foodie did to Salah, the filtered pictures. I don't think there was any FaceTime going on. I think it was filtered pictures. And then you get off the plane and you're screwed, right? So this is what I think was going on, because then he finally sent her a picture and he's chubbier, he's gray. They show all that in the rebuttal. Yeah, you got to watch the rebuttal. First, you got to watch the rebuttal with the first girlfriend. Then watch this rebuttal with the one he just filmed that was out there. So anyway, what else did she say? She said what happened was he started drinking. And she wasn't kidding. That's when he flipped. And the first girl said that's the same thing that happened to her. When he drank, it was a shift. She said, she goes, I have babies. This was the first relationship I've been in, and maybe it's because I have kids to take care of. He didn't like it when I ignored him while I was taking care of my daughters, and she said it was a red flag, but I just thought, I don't know, I haven't been in a relationship so long, blah, 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 blah. She totally regrets all of it. All of it. He came across as a knight in shining armor, and I know women that are struggling and single, they fall for it. I fell for it once, especially when you get out of a relationship. But she has not been in any relationship since she was with the father of her daughters. That's what she says. I'm just saying. And anyway, it just sounds more like a rebound, and women can get... This is why she was in the bathroom having a reality check in the airport. They said, the guy goes, did you want to just get on a plane? And she goes, yeah, but I didn't know how. She sat in the bathroom for 2 hours. Not 5, not 6. You know what I'm saying? And all of that seems to line up more than his... I'm a victim because he's a grown man, okay? And she said, he had no problem with my body. He told me he loved me every day, And then it was weird. She said the whole thing just flipped. And then he started recording me. No, she didn't drag her kids along. They were with their other parent. She has shared custody. So they were with their other parent. And to her, it was a vacation. I mean, this guy was like, we're going to get married. I'm like, really? He's going to move to where you live? He wouldn't even come there and see where you lived. But we already know some women are just looking for that feeling of being wanted or loved because all their time's taken up with being a mom. They want to feel like a woman. I can see where this went south. Now, again, she hadn't even seen him yet. She got off the plane. She was up there at the top. She hadn't even come down to baggage. She didn't want to come down to baggage claim. She's staying up there where she's safe, and he can't come to the bathroom and find her. She has to think this through. She was splashing water on her face. She was having a panic attack. I'm telling you, God was speaking. And then, you know what I mean? She said she learned a lesson. It'll never happen again. She will never, ever. And he was trying to keep the first girlfriend in check. Even though the first girlfriend, she sang like a bird. He was trying to keep her in check. Well, I know Beck would never do this to me. I know she wouldn't. You know, and Beck's like, oh, nice try, but damn, dude. You're controlling. And mean. For real. I'm telling you, you got to hear all sides. And people like him, or maybe his personality type, they have the ability to romance you. Even an audience. And the first girlfriend said, this platform is his life. This is his persona, his character. Most people are the same in real life as they are on screen. Some people are not. Some people are not. They create a character. They create a persona because they don't have one. And then they get all these people and to wrap their arms around them, and then the real fun begins. And I'm going to tell you, the first girlfriend, listen. She was like, I don't even care, man. This is the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to finish this breakfast. Well, if it's your only identity, you're not out there living life, because she said he's like a hermit. Everything he does is from inside his apartment. Wow. Doesn't that sound like a siren? Get my bug out bag. Look at all my water. Fit to go. I have more too. That's just the start of the tower. The water tower, we'll call it. Yes, Dita. Did you look at the inside of the apartment? Like, who are you trying to attract? No, you're not blacked. Pebs. Now, I just going by what I see and what the ladies are saying, what he said, blah, blah, blah. And it's easy to say, don't listen to these people, they hate me, like Chantal does with the reaction channels when it's not the truth. There's no real hate. We would have to be consumed by the devil to hate you. I don't hate anyone. It's not my job. Nor do I care. But I will call out bullshit. I will call out evil. And I also will have a laugh. You know what I'm saying? I'll have a laugh. But you can call it hate all you want. Especially when people are exposing you. Of course. The devil don't like that, does he? Yeah. And he always wanted to go to Disney. Always. Listen, there's some red flags flying. And people have called him a PED. I'm just saying. I don't dance with the devil. I know what he looks like, and it ain't pretty. Evil fears the light. We're just doing story time. It was a burnt piece. Arrested Development. Well, Arrested Development is more like, just somebody like who's not street smart. If you ask me, they're delayed. They're just not street smart. That's what it feels to me. Like, socially, they're just not. I'd rather hang out at Skid Row than go to Disney. Right on. He lied about those price of those tickets, too. For a day, it was like $330. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he always, like, determines what they're gonna do. And, like, even the first girl said, you know, I go out there to be with him and meet him. And she's like, I don't really want to go to Disney. I mean, I'm here to get to know you and, like, go out to dinner. You know, grown-up shit. I've only been to Disney once in my life, and I gotta be honest, one and done. That's some weird shit. It really is. And then you gotta worry about your kids, right? How many kids have went missing? No, thank you. All right, hold on. Let me brush my teeth. Then listen, we gotta get stuff together. Oh, take our vitamins, people. Vitamins. Listen, I do Vitafusion. Vitafusion multivites. I only like gummy vitamins. Take 2, people. All right, now, let's go upstairs. We got shit to do. We ain't got time for shenanigans. Well, we do. We really do. Let me unplug you from this. I think I have to take that with me. Hey, I got a super chat. I recognize that picture, but I don't see the super. Oh, there it is. There it is. Shelly Ray, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. Listen, I try to get you guys to leave here with some good energy. I think it's important. You don't leave pissed off. And, like, if you understand things, you'll be able to be neutral. Even if Even if we're talking about neglect of animals, even if we're talking about these things, we can't make people love anything, but we can stay in check. You know what I'm saying? That's important to me, that you leave here in check, not screaming with your fist. That's the energy that is wanted from these people. This is why they do what they do. Any attention means relevancy. They need to stay relevant. The worst thing you could do is ignore them, which is what I'm doing. It's the truth. It is. Pay attention, people. Knowledge is power. Experience is knowledge. You got me close enough to find it at Leslie. Oh, okay. Good morning, everybody. Love you. We're gonna go upstairs. Now listen, we gotta put face cream on this old ass face. Look at no filters, no crazy lighting. This is my old face. See, puppet lines and all. But they're getting better because I've been using the red light therapy, infrared light. It really does take some of the aging. The 11s are going away. Hold on, let me put you up in your holster, like a pew. Oh my God! Come on now. So I'm almost completely packed. I'm making my first whole turkey by myself. There you go. They made it easier for you, especially when you learned how many hours per pound. They got a little thing in there. Boom, it pops up. Just take the neck and the gizzards and all the shit out of it. You know, I mean, people have cooked their first turkey with the bag inside. I suggest you get that bag out. Throw it out to the animals. They love that shit. Or whatever. If you like turkey neck and gizzards, go ahead. Remember that joke that woman played on her teenage daughter? They put a Cornish hen inside the turkey. You remember that? And then when she was washing it, she pulled it out. She goes, "Oh my God, this turkey was pregnant." And the girl started screaming. That was great. You like the way I lay it out? Thank you, mamita. Oh, brandy. What is my red light therapy? It's a Helios X. Do you want me to show it to you? Is that what we need to do? Did you see the grandma with the turkey neck and her grandson? Yeah, she told him it was a penis. Oh, it's a male. Ah, that's great. Good morning, sunshine. In the morning time. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful day to drive. Sunshine and rain and pain. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the Helios X. You can get it on Amazon. I think it's on sale still. I paid $80 for it. Like I said, you plug it in and keep it charged. When it's fully charged, the light will be yellow. Not green, yellow. It's because it's only green when you turn on the light, see? That's when the green light. And then you get in here, it warms up. You get in there. This goes way deep below the skin level. You can use it on your thyroid. It stimulates your thyroid. It also stimulates hair growth. So you can take it in here. You know what I'm saying? But you go over your laugh lines. And don't like look at it directly with your eyeballs. You can close your eyes and go underneath. Get those pockets that like to puff up because there's lack of collagen. It's not like fluid, it's lack of collagen that creates pockets right here. So a lot of people go in and get fillers. But this tricks your body into producing collagen, stimulates collagen, goes way deep. You do it on a freshly washed face. You're seeing it all over the TikToks. They got a whole new device now that looks like a wand. It's the same thing. Red light is for aging skin. Nobody needs the blue and the green unless you're a kid. Blue would be for acne. I don't need any of that shit. I need the old lady red. Now the Helios X, this is infrared and red light therapy. Red light therapy is used for hair growth, shit like that. Infrared is for stimulating collagen. And if you use this every day, it shuts off on its own, 15 minutes. You don't just sit on one area. You got to keep moving. Just keep moving. It gets really warm, feels great, especially in the winter when you're cold. And you just concentrate on whatever areas. You can go in there and lift the eyebrow. Do you see what I'm saying? You can lift the eyebrow. Work on these wrinkles that are deep. Go in there, fill them in. You want to do this every single day if you can, or every other. Go by the instructions. Just go by the instructions. It's a Helios X, red light, infrared therapy, and it's way more effective than anything I've ever used in my life. I'm back on this like religiously now, and I'm already seeing a big change in how deep my laugh lines were getting down there. And once you've run this across and it shuts off, you can see the difference. Like those people on TikTok, they're not kidding. Like if they run that thing on their forehead, they're showing you. They do half their face, they're showing you. What? Yes, you can do your neck. You can totally do your neck. You can do your chest. I don't have wrinkles on my chest though. But this thing has improved. I had laugh lines down to here, deep. And it has improved the shit out of them. Your face does look less deep set. Okay. What does that mean? Shady. Shady is shady sometimes. That's what I love about her. She's straight up. She ain't no ass kisser. Don't ever kiss my ass. But if you go too far, like, some of those trolls do, because a lot of time people are just trolling you, and I get that. I don't care. I ain't looking for a hug club. You either want to share the energy I give out or don't. I don't give a shit, because I don't absorb that. But anyway, I get people in that, they go a little far, but I poke them back, and then, they're a victim, right? I love that. That's my favorite sport. 47 and freaking fabulous. Thank you for the $2. Thank your hubby for your laugh lines. Oh my God, for real. He's too much. Your partner's always talking about finding the fountain of youth. Oh, your partner. There is none. You know what's the fountain of youth? Laughing and loving life every day. It is. It shows. Miserable people. They look old quick, do they not? I have not seen MFW at all. I have no clue what's going on with her. So maybe she's just trying to survive. I don't know. Yeah. If it's good for hair growth, does it make hair grow on your face? I don't know. Hasn't yet. Even if it did, I'd wax it. But no, I've been using this every day. Maybe because I feel like my eyebrows are starting to fill in, but I don't know. Like the rest of my face, I'm going to assume it wouldn't affect, like, I think the fuzz on your face is a completely different kind of follicle than the hair on your head, right? Because the hair on your head is estrogen, keratin fueled. I don't believe that you have the same type of follicles on the rest of your body, or we'd all be apes. You know what I'm saying? So no, I do not believe they're the same. I do believe your eyebrows have the same type of follicle as your scalp, but I do not believe your face. The fuzzies, no, I don't believe that. They're not going to be stimulated by the same thing. They're more stimulated by lack of estrogen. So maybe you will find less. Maybe you'll find less hair doing this because your body's lacking estrogen, which makes you look like a bearded lady at the circus, I would assume. If it fills in the eyebrows, I'm there. Yes, it has filled in my eyebrows. They were pretty sparse. We got a Tractor Supply Black Friday ad in the paper and thought of Mr. No Madness, right? Don't show it to him. He'll be over there buying a new pair of, pants that make noise. I call them canvas. Whatever. I said, well, if there's an emergency, at least we can make a tent out of your pants. Right? Right. It's warm. Yes, it feels amazing. It's like getting, it just feels so good. Yeah, his canvas pants. So yeah, it does work. I had a lot of deep ones on my forehead. And I'm never getting Botox. I'm never getting any of that poison put in my face. I'm not doing it. I am not body dysmorphic, nor am I that vain. I don't care if young people fat or old shame me. They don't fat shame me, but I don't care if they old shame me. They're going to be here someday. They can't lay in a chamber and stay young and sassy forever. The best part about life, when you get old, you can be sassy. People get it. Some do, but yeah, they get it. You're just done. You're done. You're done with people's opinions. You're done with, you should do this, you should do that. You're like, fuck all the way off. For real. You don't care anymore. You earned your stripes. We're like generals. It feels good. It feels way better than being 30. I'll tell you that much. I would rather be the age I am with the knowledge I have and the power I have possessed and the comfortability without fear of, what am I going to do with my life? How am I going to make money? I'm done with all that. I am actually living the dream anytime I want. And I'm not foolish. I don't need to own a big, beautiful house and fancy cars and a house on MTV Cribs and a bathroom big enough to play baseball in or a hot tub made for 10. I don't need any of that shit. I could live in a freaking camper because I would rather just go do the things I want to do and see the things instead of being poor, showing off shit nobody cares about. I'm glad those days are long gone. Don't care. And those kids that flex that shit or whine on the internet, I'm living in my car. Wow, you should do something about it. Oh, they are. They get on the internet to pay them to live in their car. Oh my God, that's a whole new generation of what the fuck. But it'll burn them in the end because there will be no Social Security for them. There will be no retirement for them. So they're the ones that pay in the end. Are they going to stay on the internet until they're 80? Getting $10 and $20 here and there from strangers' wallets or bank accounts because they make somebody feel a certain way? Oh, I should really give them money. Look at them starving to death. Does Shani look like she's starving to death? Shani, the one that grifts every day? Trust me, it ain't for food. If you want to know the truth, it ain't for food. It's so she can be high all day and have to deal with her demons, which means the demons that made her pick Rev over her kids. I'm sure a lot of people have struggled with that demon. But in the end, good always prevails. The children are safe and living with a loving family. So there's that. Living in a storage shed stacked up with one giant extension cord. Me too, Roxy, I'd rather than be out there trying to flex how grandiose I am. Don't care. You wouldn't even know. Listen, if I was a millionaire, you wouldn't even know. I'm not, but I'm just saying. You wouldn't know. I wouldn't be out there doing it like that. No, thank you. I don't think, I think there's people out there that could use some help. Like real people, not these YouTubers. How do you, listen, how are you still living in a car or a van if you got 250,000 subscribers, right? Right? And you're getting like 70,000 views a video. Oh, trust me, you ain't living in that van anymore. You're just keeping the lie alive. You could have thanked everybody and then showed them your new apartment or what you're going to do for somebody else because you're so appreciative of what people did for you when you were down and out. Nope, those people don't do that. They want more and more and more. Living in cars better than under a bridge, right? At least you got a car, right? At least you got a car. Some people don't. They're living in tents under viaducts, being abused or accosted. And I'm sorry, if you're going to like open the gates to our country, you need to find these people somewhere to go. You making the United States of America look like shit. You know what I mean? If we're like come one, come all, then you better have housing for them. But you also should be taking care of your own citizens, like, to be honest. That don't look good either. When you got, you know, vets out on the streets and, what? See, I'm sorry, it's a movie. Did I just snot on myself? No. It's a movie, in my opinion, to get you to feel some sort of way. And that's what Chantal does. She puts things out to the universe to make you feel some sort of way. And I don't want to feel that way. Because I feel like the people that are in charge of, you know, taking care of our vets, because they did, for one time, do the job expected of them, I just think that should be a forever thing, kind of like the president, right? Don't they get taken care of forever? Same with like anybody that worked in office. Don't they get taken care of forever? Forever for their service to our country. I think the vets deserve more than that, if you ask me. But that's just me. And I'll always feel that way. But the good thing is, Gen Z, they ain't joining no service. See, here's where you went wrong. Here's where you went wrong, media. You told them that everything they feel is legit. Everything. Like I said, if they want to be a kitty cat, there's somebody out there that'll put some ears. They'll attach some ears to them, right? You can be a kitty cat. Go be a kitty cat. So if they don't want to join the military, they're not gonna. And you're not gonna make them. You're the ones that created that monster. And they're making me laugh every day the way they're saying it. They're like, no, that won't be us. No. We're not joining. They're like, I don't get up until at least 9. There's one guy he goes, yeah, like I'm on medication and this is just one of 12 bottles. I was dying laughing. So, you know, beeped and shut off. Then you just do some rubbing alcohol on it and that will, look at that. That one's still there, but it's not as deep as it was. Laugh lines are gone. These are diminishing. Oh, yes. Yeah, listen, the Gen Zs are cracking me up because they're breaking through that bullshit our parents put in our head, right? Like when I was young, like you just need to suck it up, do this, do that. I don't care. You want to cry, I'll make you cry. That was how we grew up. And it wasn't abuse. It was toughening your kid up. Like life's going to be hard, be ready. Like just don't feel anything, just do. And we were raised that way. So what? That ain't abuse. It might be to Gen Z, but it wasn't to us. Right? There's a balance in between somewhere. It should be. And the parents that grew up like us, they're the ones that let their kids live life and enjoy being a kid. And you know what? I got your back no matter what. Because they hated the way they felt when they were kids. It's always a cycle from generation to generation. So what was lacking in one generation will be amplified in the next one. And the guilt. See, we were raised with guilt and shame. That way you didn't go do drugs, you didn't get in trouble, right? You feared, guilt, shame. You'll be this if you do that. If you do drugs, you know what? You're done. Your mind is going to be gone. You won't even know who you are. Like we were told a lot of things. And it was just our parents feared, so they just put the cart in front of the horse, right? That's just the way it was. And other generations can look at that any way they want, but it was the brainwashing or the implantation of thoughts, reality, blah, blah, blah. So now you're in a whole new different realm, right? And the parents, the only reason they spoiled their kids from our generation is they felt guilty. When you're raised on guilt and shame, right? You will do things to make it feel better. So these parents had to work their ass off, and we were latchkey kids. Our parents had no guilt. They're like, it is what it is. You want clothes on your back, right? But when we grew up, we would feel guilty if our kids were at home alone because we knew how that felt, right? So we did everything in our power to like make it better. Like, you know, here's a video game, here's this, here's that. I'll only be gone for an hour. You actually went and found a job where you got home quickly after your kids because we knew. So then this generation, they don't even give a fuck. And this cracks me up. Like, good for you. This one guy said, he said, I have listened to grandparents and parents my whole life telling me that in order to get this, you have to do that. And he goes, maybe we don't want that. Maybe we don't want what you have. Maybe we would rather go out there in nature and live in a van and see what life's really about, which is about maybe survival or animal instincts, or instead of the grind, and working for, big corp. Right? I mean, these kids, you gotta always open your mind. They're smart. To not value, you must own a house, you must own a car, you must have credit cards, you must go to college, be in college debt. Everything's debt. They don't want debt. What's going to happen? What's going to happen when these kids, the smart ones, say, I don't need a credit card. I will live how I want to live. I don't care if I'm poor. I like it. It's not about freeloading, Shady B. They can't go at their age unless listen, you can't freeload. If you are selling soap or braiding people's hair for $20 here, cutting lawns, right? Cutting down a tree, helping somebody with some project at their house for just, pennies on the dollar. It's brilliant. I've seen van lifers out there selling homemade tea, handmade whatever, like purses and macrame shit and I don't know, paintings. And it's just enough to live. Braiding hair, I love doing it. Took me 6 hours once to do a whole head of cornrows with beads. It was awesome. I never did it again though. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're talking about the YouTubers. I ain't talking about YouTubers. I'm talking about a generation of why people aren't willing to work anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, they earn money. Leeler earns money. There are ways to earn money. E-commerce. They're learning how to hustle. They work hard, they play hard, right? Pay attention. Open your mind as to how you could change how rich people get by following if you're not this, you're not this. If you're not, you know what I mean? If you're not a celebrity, you ain't shit. And even the celebrities are tired of passing that message. You're already seeing it. I do regret going to college. Absolutely. Yep. Student loans are forever. It's a guaranteed moneymaker. And don't ever listen to anyone that promises to get rid of them, which they could that fast. That fast. And yes, they could. I'm just saying. Open your mind. Nobody ever will. It's always a promise. It's to get a certain age group on board. And then nobody's ever held accountable anyway, so what does it matter? There are so many ways to make money. That doesn't mean clocking in, clocking out. Like, I laughed because I could have took a federal job. Federal jobs have perks, let's be honest. You put in your time, you're exempt from all the other things, right? Blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I laughed. Because I'm like, I could make bracelets and make more money than I could make in a week doing all that and answering to another human. Yes, but federal jobs are the way you want to go. If you're going to go out there and work for any entity, a federal job's the way to go. And I'm being honest. Like, that's straight up. Do you know they didn't even have to, no. But I did hear there's a turnaround right now. Any of you that got fired because of that, ooh, there's stuff coming. Compensation. And it's going to be chef's kiss. It's going to be chef's kiss. All right, we got to, listen, we can't. Stop dilly-dallying me. All right, let's take this stuff out. We got to remember it all has to go back into the bag. Yeah, work smarter, not harder. Amen. Amen. Okay, so I'm going to do the it. This is bye-bye lines. I got to let it. Well, some people didn't have to use student loans, and some did. Yes, they did. Now this tightens up the face a little bit, but don't get it in your eye, okay? It's the it bye-bye lines. I love all it it cosmetic stuff. I do. Except for, I don't really like their foundation. It dries my skin out. Put this over here. I can't, hold on. I gotta put this on. I can't read anything. It's because I'm farsighted. You know what I mean? I can see an ant on a flagpole 20 feet away, but I can't see this little white writing. I can go like this. Never heard of them. I could sit way back there. God, that feels so good. I feel like it's lifting my eyebrows. Like, my hooded is getting better because I keep doing the lift with the red light up here, not on your eyelid. That skin is too thin to be running red lights. You go up high on the eyebrow bone and just pull it up when you're doing it. You should have just a light bit of face moisturizer on your face when you use this. It glides really easy. Now, I didn't because I used my rose clay bar. And my rose clay bar is very moisturizing. So my face isn't like sandpaper dry. But if it was, it'll pull. This will pull. But it just glides like smooth when you have that stuff on. Okay. So, yeah, listen. We're going to have fun on my channel. It'll never end. And if you're here to just foodie beauty, then go somewhere else. Because that's a bit much. That's a bit much and a little obsessive. I am not obsessed with her by any means. I want to see how the story ends. Now, I have a feeling she's going to end up having a health crisis. It may be when she gets back to Canada, because I believe she's going back to Canada. In the next, what are we at here? So we got, 1 week left of November, all of December, all of January. 9 weeks. I believe in the next 8 to 9 weeks, she's going back to Canada. Maybe sooner. So my point is, I think she's going to have a health event, and it is going to force her into whatever. I do believe that. And we're here for where the story goes, but I'm not doing long-term pit stops into diabetes and this bullshit. I'm going to mukbang all this healthy food in one sitting. You're not doing a diabetic diet. You still are not. And I'm not going to let her trigger me or people that we know that have diabetes, had diabetes, died from diabetes. No. Not going to have. She's not taking this stuff and using it to her advantage. Not going to happen. Not on my watch. And then everybody's in the chat. Everybody's a health professional. She can literally go to the doctor, get on metformin or insulin, and boop. You know what I mean? But she's riding this. Look at my blood sugar at fasting. Look at my blood sugar now. That is wrong. That is wrong. And I am not going to be a part of it. Nope. There are lines she does cross. Her diabetic TikTok doctor told her this. Whatever. Fuck around and find out. That's what's going to happen. Yeah. She's had it for years. We know this. Exactly. She's trying to get everybody's attention off her battle with the devil, I suppose. Not going to work. Because you'll do something else when everybody just starts ignoring you. That's why I said I can't follow everything she does. That's stalker shit. I like the fun stuff. I got no problem reacting to the fun stuff that she used to do. But no, I ain't following everything she does. Forget it. Especially when it pisses me off. When you get me to pissed off, we're not having fun anymore. We're not. We're just reacting. Which is my channel, but I want to react in a funny way. I don't want her energy anymore. I want the fun Chantal. I want the one that wasn't so evil. Like I told you, shit's changed since she took that shahada. She has literally, you're watching the fight with the devil, and I have said it so many times. She took a shahada, an oath to God, on camera for content. And everything's going south ever since. She's not winning. Her demons are not winning. Well, maybe they are right now, but I think this is a true test of faith. And I find it intriguing, but I'm not going to let her use mental disorders, eating disorder. Like we're talking about when she does this whole thing, like she did with the binge eating. I have binge eating disorder, and then after doing that, and people are like, me too, what are we going to do about it? Let's be together. Then the next day, she eats a big thing of Taco Bell. Like, fuck you. That's what I feel like she's doing right now with the diabetes. And when she does that stuff, I'm not interested because I know what she's doing. She wants to be talked about in hatefulness. She wants your energy. She's miserable. I'm not giving her that. I'm laughing. I want the stuff I laugh at. So there's plenty of people out there that will give her the hate and the misery and the anger. And pretty soon that consumes you. All you think about is how much you hate this woman. Walk away or find the funny shit she did. There ain't nothing funny about making fun of diabetes or making people believe you can fix this yourself. That is wrong, wrong, wrong. Anyway. I'm not playing ball. Nope. I know exactly what she's doing. I have seen the devil play the games. I ain't gonna dance with the devil. I told you 100 times for the last 3 years. I don't dance with the devil. It is true. Totally see it. Mm-hmm. Oh, the cat. Why do you think she brings up the cat thing every 3 months? You think she loved that cat? Do you think that this is an injury? That this is so sad that, I left my cats? No, she went and got another one. And then she lets you know she don't give a fuck about this one. She teases it with tuna sandwiches and shit. This shit's real. She hated BBJ. We were all shocked she gave up Sam. They were possessions, something she bought, like the llama pillow. And then if BBJ loved on Pete or somebody more than her, you're done. Oh, I hope you want to eat? Not today. It is true. But she wants you to rage. She wants your anger. It's attention. It's relevancy. Being relevant. Outrage. Or she wouldn't bring up the BBJ thing because she would literally feel so bad at what she did. Of course, anybody that loved animals would never have done what she did, right? Never. On camera, I always wondered, why does she go get cat food every 3 days? You can order cases off Amazon. I always have 20 pounds of dog food. You know what I mean? It's not even a thing. Then it made sense. Wow. It's not that she couldn't afford it. She wanted her audience to go, he's hungry, feed him. Oh, I have to go out and get cat food today. That was nuts. You have all this money and you can't keep cat food around or even a can of tuna? No, the cats. I have a feeling Sam had food in a different room. BBJ was the one. And boy, did it piss her off when BJ got a better life. That's the anger. And everybody knows about it. Nobody's letting it go. And stop being triggered by that stuff, people. You have to, listen, you have to expose evil. Even if it hurts or makes you sick inside. That's how you're supposed to feel. You're supposed to feel sick about it. But don't run away and be a coward. Pull up your pants. We're fighting the devil here. Don't run. Don't run. He wins. She hates BBJ more than she did FFG. Bloop. She kept old food in her drawers. Oh, she would never share with Pete. But I remember when Pete, do you got chocolate in your room, Pete? And he'd be like, yeah. Can I have some? But she kept the condiments in her room, food in her drawer. She went off to Kuwait with a mango in her drawer and food. Pete had to go in there because the house starting to smell like ass. Yeah. Pull up your pants, face the devil. Your amens will win every time. Why do you think she keeps exposing sick animals? Why do you think she wants you to be upset? Don't be upset. If you are, then be quiet about it, like we do. Because she wants your energy. Why do you think she showed how they halal butcher a chicken? Kill a chicken, let's say. Why do you think she showed that? Huh? And then took it home and ate it. Okay, Dahmer. Anyway, that's a joke. Why do you think? Why do you think she showed sick camels? Why do you think she showed the drugged tigers? She knows what drugged and greened out looks like. She knows. Why do you think? If she don't have your attention, she has no idea what to do with herself. So right now, I'm not giving it to her. Don't care. It isn't what made my channel. Hopefully, it's my personality. And if it's not, well, if you're only here for foodie, I suggest you go hang out with people that are literally absorbing all her energy. And trust me, it'll affect you in some way. I'm going to try to keep you stable and, you know what, and just react without losing a part of yourself. That's it. That's all this is about. And if you can't, Don't watch any of Foodie Beauty. None of it. If you can't handle it. Exactly. That's the thing, Chantel's G-spot. She said she may want the attention, but it's not going to matter when she's dead. And that's the thing. That's the thing right there. Where, now I'm not saying good wins, but in the end, none of this mattered. And people that are empaths or they can see through the bullshit, well, through the fight between good and evil going on with her and her addiction, which, by the way, is the demon. You get that, Chantel, right? The reason you're fighting addiction is because you're fighting the demon. It's that simple. And the demon's winning. Ooh, we see it. Eating healthy food gives you anxiety. Doing a fast gives you anxiety. You should be in that mosque 5 times a day if you want to win. But if not, in the end, who wins? Who wins if you do not get help and you die? Who wins? Demon. I have a feeling she's going to turn around, but maybe not. Some people are so deep-seated, they don't see it. But we're here for it. I always like a good turnaround story. Do you think MFW is going to change her life? Do you think? Do you think the surgery is going to make her worse? Or do you think she's going to have an aha moment and get herself together? No, don't know. I don't give up. I don't give up. I don't. On humans or anything, I don't give up. You ever seen, like, animals that are vicious? And it's because of the owners. It's never the breed. It's the owner. You need to know your breed. If you have a working dog, like a German Shepherd or a Husky, if they get bored, then they can become a big problem, right? Because they have a job to do. German Shepherds make excellent. In fact, the crazier they are as a puppy, the better canine they make as a police officer or military. In fact, they prefer the crazy puppies. They're just like, right? Because they can tune them right in and train their brain. If you didn't know that, it's the truth. That's the ones they prefer because they're, willy-nilly. Anyway, we're not talking about those, though. We're just talking about people who buy a breed because it's cute. Cane Corsos, Pit Bulls, Akitas, Chows. These are very intense personalities. And they want to be steered somewhere. They want to protect you. They got a job to do. They give them a job. Like a St. Bernard. They're meant to be out in the winter doing whatever. Pulling sleds full of wood. Okay, they all have a job to do. Sheep herding dogs, they have a job to do. Don't put them in your house and then bitch because they get on your nerves. Okay, it's not a house cat. Just like a husky. They talk. They talk to you when they're not happy. Everybody knows that about huskies. They like to run in packs and they want place to... They're escape artists, but they want to run. They want to just be always on the run, not laying around in a house. They can't do it. Their brain makes them crazy. But anyway, so you get an owner. They buy a breed that it's cute or it's intimidating. Okay, well, if you don't train it, it becomes possibly a liability, or you actually try to. Oh, I hate even saying this, but beat it into submission. Right? Because they're just too much mentally. They're just too much for you. So you hit them and then pretty soon they're going to bite back because they ain't playing with you. Right? If that makes you feel like a grown-up or a boss, hitting a dog, punching a dog, eventually that dog's going to turn on you, or that dog's going to get away and never come back. It'll run till its legs fall off because they're done with you. Hopefully. I always hope for that. Anyway, then they end up in a shelter because they get caught. right? We caught you, blah, blah, blah. Well, hopefully whoever knows that breed knows what to do with them, and that's who adopts them. Somebody who can accommodate the breed, right? I have 2 Chihuahuas. You walk them around the block once, they're exhausted. They have no desire to run around a backyard without you. They are house cats. Yeah, but Chihuahuas, yip. Oh, shut up. Anyway, and I've proven you can have 2 good Chihuahuas. You really can. Just depends on who you are. But anyway, and they have to be socialized since they're a puppy, or they become too protective. Won't let anybody in the house. That's a Chihuahua. And they think they weigh 180 pounds, and they only weigh like 3. But anyway, so you get these dogs. Anyway, these breeds are euthanized all the time. Bit a child, bit this. Okay, well, if you've got this dog that has a job to do, you can actually train the dog to protect your child. But if you don't put the time into the dog, you hit the dog, you smack the dog. If the child, it could be the one that actually gives the dog the final smack and before the dog attacks. Nobody knows, especially if it's chained up and you got a child antagonizing it with a stick or just playing a baseball bat. The dog can lose its mind and attack your child. And then we, put the dog down. Right. Anyway, I always say don't own a dog until your child's old enough to not fuck with the dog. I'm just saying. And then you teach the child how to respect the dog. That whole thing. This is common sense, but we don't deal with common sense ever. So anyway, this breed, I watched this guy. It doesn't matter what breed it is. It doesn't matter the history that this dog has been through. And it's not Cesar Millan. It's a guy that works in the Humane Society somewhere. I can't even remember if it's Florida. I think it's Florida. But anyway, he goes into every one of these cages when they rescue this dog. And this dog is, just cowered. And it was hard to catch him. They're just like this with the, he's, and they get him in there. And he just, is coward and frightened. And you have no idea what the dog's going to do, right? Anyway, do you know what he does? He sits in that cage for as many days as it takes, just to let that dog know he's not going to leave his side. Wow. And it could be 2 days and this dog still won't come near him. But eventually, it's the best thing I've ever seen. He stays in the cage with that animal in the Humane Society. Now there, ladies and gentlemen, that's a true dog whisperer. God bless him. He don't go to your house like Cesar Millan does. Oh, I'll have him trained in a minute. Of course you will. You bring a pack of dogs. They will follow whatever the other dogs are doing. They're like, thank God, somebody I can follow instead of this dumb bitch, right? So that's easy to do. But to go and sit in a cage in the Humane Society and not even go home until this dog knows he can trust humans, love it. That's impressive to me. He does it with every dog, Jarella. He does it with every dog. They feel his energy. It's insanity. I mean, there was this one dog. I don't even know how it would ever trust a human again. It was so bad. Anyway, I watched so much of that. And that keeps me in check. That keeps me in check with good versus evil. Listen, I'm always following good people. Chantal's the only one that's got me, meh. Let's see how this plays out. Are you going to be good or evil? Why would you ever take an oath to God? That's what's got me intrigued. Are we going to watch God work? Are we going to watch the demon fight? What is her breaking point? I think it's about to happen. We see it leading up. And that's what I'm interested in. I ain't interested in the shit she does for attention. When it affects animals, yeah. And kids, yeah. But she knows that's your weak point, people. She knows. She knows. But look at it. It bit her in the ass with FFG. It bit her in the ass. You don't think she has one? We'll see. I don't judge. I'm here for the show. What if in the end it does? What, are you all going to eat your words? Oh, well, I didn't know. I don't play like that. I don't play that game of, I just keep an open mind. I'm not going to feel any way. I felt for BBJ. Not her, BBJ. But BBJ, I prayed and I prayed. Look where BBJ is. Living her best life. Like I said, if I was FFG, that cat would be sitting on a live stream on my shoulder like a fucking parrot, eating like the best cat food in a Gucci collar. Every live. I don't care. I don't care. I would. I would. Because BBJ won. What, are you worried your audience going to think that's not nice? Really? Then your audience, you know what? They just want you to expel their hate. She's just exposing her for views. That's what you did, Foodie. Don't you remember the cat was hungry and you were crinkling a bag and eating and looking at her because she didn't have any food? Don't you remember that? That was you exposing her for views. Hell yeah, I'd put her on a stage. She'd be the Catlon Dion. Like Celine. Wait. What? Sion. Right? What's her name? God bless her. Anyway, I'm just saying. It would be my show, not yours. And if I rescued that cat and seen what hell it went through, oh yeah, we'd be having fun. We would be having some fun. But I didn't live in Canada. God don't play like that. And those that won't see the light need to be brought out of the dark, people. Celine, thank you. Kathleen Dion. That would have been it. In fact, I would have named the cat Celine. Right. I would have changed her name. There's no way I would let her go through the rest of her life with that crap name. No. Yeah, don't fuck with cats. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to get in the car now. I'm going to go grab my suitcase. Got my makeup bag. I'm ready to go. I got shit to do, people. I love you guys. I always want you to have good energy. I promise you, I would never pull that fuck shit on you. I would never play with you people like that. Nope. And I'm sure I'm going to battle the devil on the YouTubes. Don't care. I know who I am, and I don't have to prove it to anyone else. I don't play like that. All right, guys, I love you. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm going to take some members-only videos of the stuff I'm cooking because I'm going to be at somebody else's house, okay? If I was home, I would do a live stream for all of you, cooking all this stuff, but I'm not going to be here. So I'm going to have a lot of people around me, and they don't really particularly choose to be on the public YouTube. But they got no problem with the members only. Even though I don't film their faces and stuff, we are still going to be, I'm going to make some videos. It's going to be fun. I love you guys. Stay strong. Stay strong, pony boy. Bye, guys.